Hi Capricorn, I hope that you're all doing well. I am using the Light Seers Tarot deck for this reading. We're starting off with the Nine of Cups. You know what this feels like to me? It feels like letting your imagination and your heart kind of run wild to like interface with that and see everything that's going on. So maybe you're at a time when this Nine of Cups is feeling like being present maybe to different things that you want, like different dreams, different desires, different wishes, and just being present to all of that, maybe to like take some sort of inventory. And this looks like it's going to tie into some type of work that you've been doing or that you want to get into. And maybe for some of you guys too, there's like more of a shift that you want to be making, to be working on things that feel special to you, that you really feel a deep connection with. But first it can take like getting in touch with yourself, like what do I want? What do I feel connected with? And then you can be doing something tangible with that, because I am seeing a Page of Pentacles. So maybe for some of you guys, you want to like really get in touch with what you're feeling, and then you're going to be like putting in some work. But I see just like a bunch of stuff going on right now that you can be like laying everything kind of out onto the table so you can get a good look at everything, and then you're going to go from there. I see it's thinking about some things. This also feels like opening yourself up to the possibilities as well. Like maybe something has happened recently that's allowed for more room for that. Things being possible, that maybe there's just an opening to that. I'm seeing stuff about the moon cycles as well coming up. Yeah. Now is the time when I see some planning that's going to be happening. This could have come about kind of unexpectedly for things to take this type of turn for you. But I'm getting you being in a spot that feels kind of like hermit mode to me, where you can be sitting with everything, you can be being with everything, you can be feeling everything, you can be taking a look at things. I'm not seeing you rush to make a move. This feels more so like I'm taking the time to get in touch, to feel everything out. I'm thinking about things. I'm kind of organizing my thoughts here. I'm thinking about where I can go. You can feel like you're kind of at a crossroads here, like you have some decisions that you're going to be making. And yeah, it can come at a time when maybe you weren't expecting all of this to happen right now, but nonetheless, here it is. I see you being sort of at like a top of a mountain, away from everybody and away from everything, where you can just be alone with your thoughts. You can be thinking about things, you can be feeling things out, you can be listening to music, you can be journaling, you can just be being present to yourself and not putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. It feels like right now can be the planning stages of things, and because of that, it's more so about feeling intuitively maybe what would be right for you, and then you're going to be going about doing that. See someone with blue in their hair? You can also be seeing kind of what pours out of you at this point too, but it feels like it's turning into the beginning of something. But because you know that you're entering into the beginning of something, you can want to plan this out and maybe be very purposeful, because you know that once you've committed, you're going to be on that track. So it can be some time kind of getting to that point where you're like, okay, this is what I'm deciding upon. Because yeah, it seems like once that is decided, that's where you're going to be going. So now can be the time to just make sure that it's going to be a worthwhile path for you. I see too some more connecting that's going to be happening. Some of you guys, there may be a social shift that takes place. You can really be coming together with some other people. This can be people that kind of align with the phase that you're at now. Like maybe you feel like you're kind of shifting into a different phase. And because of that, there can be certain people that you become closer with because they are also on either the same path or like a complementary path. You can feel like you haven't gotten in touch enough to know what you want to do yet. I don't know if you're getting to the point where you feel like you're stalling, or you're just like, I need to feel into this more still and then I'm gonna know. But there can be a little bit of that. Maybe you feel some pressure to make decisions right now. I think that this comes from knowing that you're going to be committed to whatever you're signing on for. So it can be that, like wanting to make sure that you're going in the right direction, but all you have to do is feel in to be sure of that. That's it. There can also be some stuff that you need to shed too, that would be making any of this unclear. Like, you know, when you're not totally in touch with your energy and you're like, I still feel like the energy of like this other person and like what I think I should be doing or whatever, and it's like maybe not really what you want. There can be some purging of that that's still in the process of happening too. So you could just like really feel yourself, really feel your energy. This can be about who you're going to be working with, can be about what you're going to be working on. What's going to be asked of you as well. Because this does look like you're entering a phase where you're going to have to be pretty disciplined with what you're doing. But I'm seeing that this will feel really worth it to you. And some of you guys too, I'm seeing you're going to have a sense of community that you've maybe been like wanting. There's going to be the development of that. I see all of this feeling very like third eye and heart led. So you can be really getting in touch inside how you feel about things. And I think maybe just giving yourself permission to go the way that you want to go, and still learning how to shed external influences that maybe don't feel like truly authentic to you. So this can still be something that you're in the practice of doing. It feels like you're going to be spending more time getting in touch, and I'm seeing some cycle where you're going to be working more closely with Saturn, which can mean that you're going to be entering into a period that's going to take a lot of discipline. It's going to take concentration. It's going to take commitment. And it can be a longer cycle that you're entering into where, yeah, it's going to be a long period of time, like a period cycle that you're going to be moving into. But I'm seeing something that as long as you're following your heart and as long as you're being true to yourself, I see a lot of people that you're going to be connecting with. So this feels very powerful collectively, what you're doing. I'm seeing that it is definitely going to require a lot of you, but it's a time that can feel challenging, but it can also feel like a very, very powerful time for you. And as long as you're making sure that you're being influenced by what feels like the truth to you and what feels like authenticity, and you're not like internalizing stuff that doesn't really resonate with you, it feels like that's just the biggest challenge overall. You know, to not put like limitations on yourself or not obligate yourself in ways that you don't really resonate with those obligations. And yeah, I feel like that's what's going on overall. All you have to do is touch base to know your sense of direction. But what that means too is that there's a lot of inner checking in that has to happen, where it feels like you trying to like check in externally isn't really going to give you the answers that you're looking for. It has to be internal checking in that you do, and that can be something that you're still figuring out how to access and get in touch with in a way where you get like clear guidance and direction. But that this is something that's going to like empower that part of your connection with yourself, and things are really going to move forward smoothly, and to just keep working on that. And it feels overall like it's a time when there's going to be change and there's going to be expansion that's happening, and there's like a bit of a shift in your direction. But I see something that's going to come together really beautifully overall. So just sit with this until you feel like you're ready, and then move forward. Because whatever this is, you want to be sure about it. And as long as you're checking in, you will be. All right, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting and tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.